How's it going? I received a video not that long ago on Ghost and Nicolo's Discord server all about our special little boy, Mormon Shaggy here. Titles and called Active Cognitive Dissonance, Your Brain on Mormonism. It's a 10-minute video about Mormon Shaggy rambling on about something. Now, I haven't seen the video in its entirety, so I figured we go through it together. I'm excited to hear what Mormon Shaggy has to say about whatever the hell's on his mind, and I know you are. So let's go, shall we?
But look, do I think, that's another one, do I think gay people should have their own churches?
Alright, 7 seconds in, and we're already probably onto some non-pride friendly comments here. Let's see where this goes.
Look, inevitably, there's going to be division between the left and right. I don't want them to...
There's already division between the left and the right. There's always been division between the left and the right. I mean, for Christ's sakes, there's been division between the left and the right ever since Donald Trump announced he was going to be president of the United States.
Doing that shit in my church. But I'd rather them have a church than no church at all. If I'm going to throw the sinners out of my church because I don't want them kissing in front of me, I have to be...
So you hear that now. Okay, if you're a Mormon and you're gay and you make out with your partner in front of Mormon Shaggy, he's going to call you a heretic and throw a temper tantrum and kick you out of the church. Quite a pious man, Mr. Mormon Shaggy is now, isn't he?
Okay with them going and worshiping somewhere else. I can't go and then call them heretics for building their groves and worshiping there when I threw them out of my temple because I felt what they were doing was blasphemous.
Isn't the whole point of the church is welcoming anyone and everyone regardless of their race, regardless of their gender, regardless of their sexuality? You know, isn't the church supposed to be one big, open, happy family? Isn't that what the Lord teaches us? To allow strangers into our lives and let them not be strangers, but let them be friends. You sure you want to be calling these people blasphemers there, Shaggy?
Do I think God will bless them as he blesses churches who don't engage in that? No. But...
Also, God, will bless your church. But meanwhile, the gay people that you fucking kicked out when they want to open up their own church and praise, God will also be gay, then God's not going to praise, then God's not going to bless their church. I'm going to call bullshit on that.
I think sinners should be allowed to come to church and repent. I don't think we should throw the gays.
Oh, so basically you want the gays to open up their own goddamn church so they can repent for being gay. But, quite the hypocrisy there, Shaggy.
Is out of our church. But at the same time, a lot of them don't want to come to church because it doesn't...
Gee, I wonder why these people don't want to go to church. Maybe it has to do something with the fact that there are some members, just like Mormon Shaggy here, who will literally throw massive temper tantrums if they literally see gay people holding hands. Maybe it's got something to do with that, I don't know.
Affirm their gayness. And, they're building their own churches, and if they're going to engage in sin, which will lead them to hell, their best hope of redemption is Jesus Christ. And I would rather them...
Jesus Christ teaches us to love our neighbor regardless of who they are. We have to welcome and accept our neighbor regardless of who they want to fuck in the bedroom. You are not abiding by Jesus Christ's teachings there, Shaggy. You're doing the complete and total opposite. You are kicking your neighbor to the curb when you should be welcoming your neighbor with open arms.
Fuck off and seek Jesus Christ, then fuck off and wallow in sin. As long as they fuck off, but that's not Christian, right? Just saying so long as they fuck off from me isn't Christian. I do want them to fuck off, but I also want them to find Christ and salvation.
They've already found Christ if they're going to your church, Shaggy. And if you want to be the good little Christian you like to pretend to be, then I think you need to shut your fucking mouth and welcome them into your church. Accept your neighbor into your home as you would accept a member of your own family there, Shaggy.
All that. I may not be the one to be able to help them do that, but
you're the last person that needs to offer to help anyone, especially when it comes with children.
Then again, God has a plan. You know, someone like Axel, is he going to join the Mormon Church? No.
I don't think DJ Axel even believes in Jesus Christ to begin with. DJ Axel's just a furry degenerate. If anything, he probably thinks he's really God. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if DJ Axel legit thinks that he's God, and he gets people like Mormon Shaggy to pray to him.
If he was going to join a church at all, it would be one of those, churches with the rainbow flag flying over it.
So, just regular average looking churches that are LGBTQ friendly? Okay then.
Yeah, but they're going to commit sins anyway, and at least, I don't know. It's a difficult thing.
Why should you worry about them committing sins where if they simply follow Jesus' teachings and accept Jesus as the savior of mankind, then they're going to go into heaven? That's the whole point of worshiping Christianity, right? So long as you believe that Jesus Christ is the savior of humanity, that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and so long as you abide by Jesus' teachings, you're going to go to heaven. Why? Because Jesus died on the cross for all of humanity's sins. So how are they committing sins if they're already reached salvation?
I don't think I have the answer to that, actually. I think it's okay for me to admit that's a question for a wiser man than myself. Do those blasphemous churches do more harm than good? I think so, but could they?
How are they doing anyone harm? They literally open their doors up for anyone and everyone, as is Jesus' teachings. Jesus literally told us that we should love thy neighbor. And loving thy neighbor means opening your doors for someone of a different sexuality than yours.
Could they do more good than harm? Again, I'd like to hope so. But that's a question for far wide.
Could they? I'm inclined to believe they're doing a fantastic fucking job of doing more good than harm than what you clearly believe they're doing.
Wiser men than myself. But I don't think that...
By the way, when he says wiser men, he means people with a IQ above room temperature.
That there's no place for Axel in the church. Again, Axel...
Well, of course there's no place in the fucking church for DJ Axel. The man literally grooms children in a Discord server and caused a man to fucking die after he convinced said man to eat his own shit and stop taking pills that would have prevented him from dying of fucking lung disease. You know?
Is an entertainer who relies on an act that I don't...
No, he's a fucking degenerate and a psychopath, and the sooner he gets thrown in jail or in a insane asylum will be the greatest day of the internet.
I don't really think that the whole I'm a faggot, look at me. I think it annoys me, but it's designed to annoy people like me. And asking the man to drop character is asking an artist to fuck up his performance in order to humor my questions. And what the fuck am I going to ask him that I couldn't?
If DJ Axel is constantly quote unquote in character like 24/7, is he really in character at this rate? Or is this the real DJ Axel here?
Already figure out myself, right? I mean, so, like, that's why I'm reluctant to interact with Axel. It's not because I don't like the dude or because I do like the dude. It's because, like, he's a performer, and I'm going to be able to add nothing to that. And if he's not performing, he's the stupidest pedophile on the internet.
Well, that is something we can both agree on. We can both agree on, which is honestly words I never thought I would say in regards to Mormon Shaggy here.
I don't want to think he, like... Again, Amos Yee was trolling everyone until people eventually, like...
Amos Yee was not trolling anyone. Stupid... Amos Yee was not trolling anyone. People were only made to believe that Amos Yee was trolling everyone, when in reality, he was the real fucking deal. We all thought it was a troll for many, many years until it actually turned out, oh shit, this guy was actually a fucking pedophile, and he was serious about what he was saying. That's it.
Said, oh yeah, sure, whatever, and started ignoring him. So he just kept going more extreme until he actually raped a kid to prove he was a pedophile. And
no. Once everyone started ignoring Amos Yee, then Amos Yee decided, you know what? I think I can fucking kid and get away with it because everyone's just ignored me and they pretty much forgotten about me. That's it. That's why Amos Yee molested that child, because he thought he could get away with it and no one would notice.
And now he's going to get raped to death in a jail cell, and everyone...
And that's a bad thing. Why?
Thinks it's funny.
It is funny. He's going to get what he fucking deserves.
And, I mean, maybe Axel is like that. I mean... I think...
Yes, I do think it will be hilarious knowing that DJ Axel got raped to death in a fucking prison. Same thing with Amos Yee. But he got issues with, pedophiles getting what they deserve there, Shaggy. Why do you have such a problem with that? Is there something you're not telling us there, Shaggy? Is there something you may not want us to know that we're gonna find out eventually? Do you have some skeletons in your closet that you really don't want people like me finding out there, buddy? Because from where I'm sitting here, it kind of looks like Mormon Shaggy has some skeletons in his closet. There are just some secrets about Mormon Shaggy that he really doesn't want anyone to know.
We know the issue with Amos Yee was narcissism combined with the internet created a case where the dude couldn't help himself, and maybe Axel is actually suffering from narcissism. Maybe Axel...
Well, he definitely comes off as a narcissist, aside from a psychopath and child molester.
Is one of those people who got gifted with an incredibly intelligent mind, but no compassion.
Yeah, DJ Axel really is an intelligent boy. That's why he's, in his mid-late 20s, early 30s, and he's still living at home. And he lives in a fucking shed. Live streams, grooms children and retarded people on Discord, and grows cereals. Yeah, such a smart little boy that DJ Axel is there.
He doesn't care that he's ruining his life and making his family look bad. I don't know. Okay. Or maybe it's that...
It honestly wouldn't surprise me if another thing that really gets DJ Axel off is destroying his and his family's reputation. It sounds like something DJ Axel would be into.
In Norway, you can get away with that shit with just being a total edgelord. But I don't think any good.
Also, in the nation of Norway, you could totally get away with being a edgelord. It has nothing to do with the fact that DJ Axel is descended of fucking Viking nobility. The Norwegian government's perfectly fine with fucking edgelords there.
It will come from me trying to like get Axel to go to church. I'd like it if he went to church, but if he did, again, he'd be stupid to tell us about it if he really wants to maintain this act of being the...
Just out of mild curiosity, I wonder what Mormon Shaggy's reaction would be if fucking DJ Axel decided he was going to convert to Judaism and start going into temples, start going into synagogues. Would Mormon Shaggy be fine with it, or would Mormon Shaggy throw a complete and total temper tantrum about it? I don't know. Leave your votes in the comments section below as to what Mormon Shaggy's reaction to DJ Axel becoming a Jew would be. Personally, I'm leaning more towards the Mormon Shaggy's going to throw a temper tantrum and call DJ Axel a heretic, but yeah, you never know. You never know.
The internet's biggest pervert. I don't even know if he's really a faggot. Like, do any of you guys really know whether he's gay? Have you seen him like produce gay porn? Can any of you show me? I don't want to know.
Okay, so according to Mormon Shaggy, you can't be gay on the internet unless you have produced gay porn. Okay, then.
But just can you verify whether or not he's actually gay? Because it could.
Yes, can you please verify for Mormon Shaggy that DJ Axel has recorded himself having gay sex with copious amounts of men? He just needs it for his research. It's totally not like he's gonna fucking jerk off to it in his goddamn trailer or anything. He just needs it for research purposes. Yeah, that's it.
It'll be a fucking act.
You know, it could be an act, so if you have a fucking tape of DJ Axel getting gangbanged, please send it to Mormon Shaggy for his totally 100% research purposes, please. Thank you kindly.
You don't know if he's gay.
You don't know if he's gay. I mean, where's the video of DJ Axel getting gangbanged by a bunch of big black men? You know, if such a video exists, please do send it to Mormon Shaggy. He clearly wants it for his quote-unquote research purposes.
He literally defends pedos to it, but he does it in a hyper fucking... What's the word? He does it in a... What's...
Okay, Mormon Shaggy literally cannot come up with the word he's trying to think of, so I think it's safe to say that DJ Axel unironically defends pedophiles because, let's be real here, DJ Axel is a pedophile himself.
The word hyper something.
I don't know.
Exaggerated. He does so in an absurd manner. He's an absurdist. Like he's using...
No one defends pedophiles in an absurd and exaggerated way. The people who defend pedophiles are 100% legit pedophiles. The only exception to that is if it turns out that the person that's being accused of pedophilia is not an actual pedophile. Other than that, if you're defending a legit pedophile, then you yourself are a pedophile as well.
Absurd troll logic.
So DJ Axel is using absurd troll logic to defend pedophilia. That's a pretty goddamn weak excuse if I've ever heard one.
Oh well, okay. So if you all alright, so if that's really the case, then you know what? You all deserve to deal with Monkey Biz. If this is his response to getting trolled, you.
So what? DJ Axel's response for people trolling him is for DJ Axel to defend pedophilia? How the fuck does that make sense? Don't make sense to me, I can tell you that.
You all deserve to deal with the monster you created.
Okay, so because everyone trolls DJ Axel, now it's our fault that DJ Axel defends child molesters. That is pretty goddamn stupid. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. That is definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the stupidest things I have ever heard Mormon Shaggy utter out of his goddamn mouth. And keep in mind, this is the same guy who legitimately thinks I'm a satanic priest, a time traveler, and I spend 24/7 when I'm not pointing and laughing at goofy idiots like him and Hot Topic. So that's really saying something.
I don't know what to say if it works. If Monkey Biz has successfully created this much butthurt, and you guys were all making fun of him, and beforehand, then props to him. Good job. If all he has to do is make a bunch of rape jokes, a bunch of really fucked up jokes about raping kids, and you all get butthurt, then maybe y'all shouldn't have been like trying to troll him to begin with, because he'll...
See, now I know that you're all mad that DJ Axel is defending pedophilia and making quote-unquote jokes about raping children. But really, it's your fault that you caused him to do this. You know, people want to give me shit, and rightfully so, for simping for Aiden Paladin, but if you really want a textbook definition of a goddamn simp, then please do not look any further than Mormon Shaggy here.
Go farther than you. I don't think he's really a pedophile. I think people who believe he's really a pedophile are kind of stupid. I also acknowledge I might be wrong because of Amos E.
You know, I cannot wait for the day when I hear that DJ Axel got arrested by the Norwegian authorities for possession of child porn, and I cannot wait to look at Mormon Shaggy's fucking face the moment he goes live and he has to talk about this shit. Cause holy shit, is that gonna be one amazing fucking stream. I could just fucking picture it now. He's gonna look like the biggest fucking retard around, and holy shit, and am I gonna laugh my fucking ass off when that day comes. Just you wait.
Acknowledge that because of the world we live in, it might be that he's serious. But the story that Brucey is giving me there is pretty plausible. Is that everyone was calling him a pedophile, and he counter-trolled by just calling himself a pedophile and making everything super gay.
So people were calling DJ Axel a pedophile, and in an attempt to quote-unquote counter-troll everyone, DJ Axel starts saying that he's a pedophile. How the fuck does that make sense? How the fuck is that quote-unquote counter-trolling? That doesn't sound like counter-trolling to me. It sounds more like you're proving the fucking trolls right when they're calling you a pedophile. You're giving the trolls validation to their claims that you molest children. That doesn't sound like fucking counter-trolling to me. That sounds like DJ Axel is proving these trolls right when they're calling him a child molester.
But that's the case. It's gone on like a long fucking time. I'm new to the situation, and even I find it annoying. Like your trolls clearly fucked off by this. But then again, look how much hate it caused. I can't tell him to knock it off because it's still working. It's still getting everyone and their mother to spurg at him.
Well, I'm
gonna be real, Monkey Biz. I'm not gonna go on crusade against you because what the fuck would I do? Try to prove that you're a pedophile? I think you.
At this rate, it really wouldn't be hard for anyone to prove that DJ Axel is a child molester. it really shouldn't be that hard, and it's only a matter of time before someone actually finally proves to the world that DJ Axel is a legit pedophile.
You've done
like the damage enough there yourself. I don't need to. I don't. What would the internet want Mormon Shaggy to do?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe disavow DJ Axel, the Norwegian child molester? Could you maybe do that? Maybe seek some psychological help too before you shoot up a goddamn school? Maybe do that as well? Maybe get a job too?
To harass or destroy
Monkey Biz. I don't care.
I don't find
Monkey Biz's act
all that
amusing. I look at Monkey Biz in the way that I look at Family Guy.
What?
It's there. Some people like it.
It's not
my show.
I'd rather like.
The only difference between Monkey Biz, DJ Axel, and Family Guy is, say what you want about Family Guy, but at least people put in the effort to try to be funny. DJ Axel is not funny at all.
No, Rudy has actually had some sexual problems
that he needs to resolve. I support Rudy's path to redemption. I'll say this. Rudy is acting like an...
I don't know much about this Rudy person, and I don't know what sort of quote-unquote sexual problems Mormon Shaggy here is going on about Rudy, but so long as Rudy isn't running around trying to molest kids, it's perfectly fine. Whatever he was is perfectly fine in my book.
Ideal role model for anyone who suffers from that disease. I'm not saying that he's never going to suck dick again, but he's doing everything in his power to live a Christian life and stay away from that sort of thing. He doesn't.
How much you guys want to bet that Rudy is still sucking dick even to this day? He's just not openly admitting it. I think he is.
Want to be gay. He's not proud of being gay, and he does everything he can to not be gay. I don't think he can help it.
I'm going to bet good money that Rudy is still a flaming homosexual, and he's still going on this whole, I totally regret being gay, so Mormon Shaggy gets shut up about him. That's my theory when it comes to Rudy's homosexuality there. And again, so long as Rudy isn't running around touching kids, he's perfectly fine in my book.
And I think it's a curse that will afflict him and torment him for the rest of his life. But I think if he continues to struggle against that sin, to fight it rather than embrace it, as so many people in this world have done, I think he'll get to heaven, where that flaw will no longer torment him. Or
let's see. God is the creator of humanity. God creates human beings not to be the same, but to be unique. And so by that definition, God created homosexuality. So why is homosexuality a curse if God created it? I mean, you take a long look at the animal kingdom. There's rampant examples of homosexuality amongst animals. There's gay tigers. There's gay bears, there's gay whales, there's gay dolphins, there's gay deer, there's gay dogs, there's gay cats, and yes, there's even gay frogs. So if God created humanity, and he created all life on Earth, and I think it goes without saying that God created homosexuality. So how is it a curse if God made it possible for all humans and all animals to have gay sex?
It will no longer be mar him, so to speak. I don't think that Rudy is condemned to hell, and that's what ultimately matters. I'd like to think that Monkey Biz is also someone who is...
Okay, there's a chance Rudy Coleman, I guess this is who the Rudy they're talking about, there's a chance this dude won't be condemned to hell. But I know for a fact that Mormon Shaggy and DJ Axel here, they're definitely gonna go to fucking hell. And rightfully so.
Not necessarily condemned to hell. But I just don't fucking know the dude, and everyone constantly wants me to comment on Monkey Biz, and I don't know him well enough to judge the man. I know that he's...
And now here you are a couple of months later, now DJ Axel's #1 simp and attack dog.
He's trolling the shit out of a bunch of people.
Well, that video ended abruptly, but anyway, in conclusion, Mormon Shaggy is a massive fucking hypocrite. And as he says, hypocrites are going to be going to hell. So congratulations there, stupid. You just booked a one-way ticket to fucking hell. Great job, you absolute fucking mongoloid, you.